What's up, guys? We back.
How's it going, everybody?
Took a little while, but we're making videos again, man.
Yo,
So it's your boy Palacio.
it's your boy Elijah.
And we back, and we're here to talk more about the Rona,
Oh Lord.
about the state of the world and all this pandemic and craziness, man. So for the guys who follow me or whatever, pretty close, I got sick. And it looked like I had it for a while, but the test came back negative, and the test came back negative again. But your boy's worried for a second. I was talking all that shit about, hey, it ain't nothing, just wash your hands. And then I was like, oh no. So we wanted to make another video, just catching y'all up. It's been a while, so we just wanted to just give you guys an update of the condition we're in, what we think about it and all that. And then me and Eli are both considered essential workers, so what it's like to work during all this time, because it's wild.
It's a struggle. It's hard right now.
I mean, they be telling everybody to stay home, but for people who
can't stay home.
Yeah, who can't stay home, they gotta go to work, and it's scary because nobody knows what's going on. Every state seems like it's different. Today, when we're recording, is May 16th, and Texas is open. It's not 100% yet, but they opened it up.
We opened a little bit.
Yeah, Governor Abbott wasn't playing. He said we need to get this ball
He said we need that
again.
money flowing.
And to be honest, personally, I think that it's a good idea. I don't mean that in a bad way for anybody who's gotten sick or lost people because of this virus or anything, but I know, like for me, I know family members in my family that have lost their jobs because of this, and it sucks, and that one-time stimulus check is just that ain't enough.
Well, I don't know. I saw it on something. They're talking about their plans for another one, but who knows how long that's going to
today.
Oh, it passed?
I think it passed today, so they're getting another round.
Oh, there goes my overtime money then.
So, it's kind of wild. I mean, thankfully, I'm able to go back to work once I was cleared, and I know, Eli, you're still working.
Yeah, I haven't stopped working. I need a day off. Somebody help me.
But for people who are working, it ain't easy right now. I mean, for us at the hospital, they're giving us masks that we wear constantly. But it seems like every day they're changing the rules and regulations, what we need to do and what we don't got to do. And kudos to all the nurses and doctors who actually go inside the rooms and take care of those patients, because it's wild. They have to wear like a whole bunch of layers of protection, and then they're in there for like an hour at a time, and they have a whole bunch of patients they have to take care of, and it ain't easy. So it's wild right now.
Yeah.
What's your experience with this situation?
Well, I mean, like you said, at work, at my job too, I work for the city of Arlington, and every day is something new. It's they're cutting something else out the budget. We lost our overtime, comp time, stuff like that. So the city's definitely taking a big hit, and I'm sure Arlington's not the only one. Dallas, I saw they furloughed 500 city employees with no pay, and I was just like,
exactly,
holy crap! Like, could that be me? Like, could I be one of those? If Arlington does that, could I be like one of those employees that get furloughed with no pay?
Yeah,
it's weird times, and I don't know about you. Like me, I definitely enjoy going to work. Like I don't hate my job, but I used to enjoy going to work. But ever since like the whole thing started with the shutdowns, I definitely don't feel the joy in going to work anymore. It's a different feel to me. And I was talking to this on Twitter. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, I'm nowhere near a healthline worker. I'm not a nurse. I'm not nothing. I'm nowhere special like that. So I can only imagine how they feel about going to work and having to face this, like head to head. Like I'm just, I'm facing it from a distance, doing my thing. But for them to actually be in the front lines doing this, thank you so much. You all are so much appreciated. And, just thank you. Because just for me, it's just scary. It's different. It's not, I don't know. Well, it's nothing
at
to
least
play with.
For my part, where I'm at in my part of the hospital, we don't have a lot of patients right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know in New York and stuff, it's different because there's so many people that are sick. But a lot of people who would normally go to the hospital are afraid that they're going to catch it there. So there's not a lot of admissions right now. So a hospital floor that usually covers like 20-25 patients has like 6 right now. 7 right now.
I mean, I'm not saying that's good, but it's also like we want to keep those spaces open too, just in case we ever do go through something like New York's going through. But the thing about us in New York is Texas is pretty spread apart, just houses, neighborhoods. In New York, it's a lot of apartments. It's what they call boroughs, I think, in New York. And so for us to get to New York, I think it would take a lot. Like if we just opened up with no rules, we'd probably get like New York. But
well, Texas right now is doing a 25% capacity thing. And even like I've been in restaurants and, right now what they're doing is that they're just holding a lot of tables. Like they're just flipping the chairs over so you can sit there, and the employees are wearing masks and whatever. So I think it's good, but the reality is, like, if someone comes in there and has it, since it's so contagious and spread, then like I feel like it doesn't really do as much.
Like that, what I thought when Greg Abbott laid out his phase or his plans for whatever, the idea of it sounds really good to me. Some of y'all might disagree, but the ideas are pretty good. I mean, it's what you should be doing, but it's the reality of how much can stores really enforce that.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot on Facebook, and this video is gonna go on Facebook because I'm gonna post it up there. And some of y'all been talking about I'm not wearing a mask, this and that. It's just courtesy. For me, I feel like that's common courtesy at this point in time. Like if a store or business is asking you to please wear a mask, just wear a mask. I don't think it's that much of a big deal. I
definitely don't think they got hurt. Me personally, I feel like if I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it at work.
So for sure, me too.
But I mean, I definitely get your point. Like, you're not just protecting yourself. If you are feeling sick or something, you wear a mask for other people.
Well, to me, people are talking about it's an infringement on their rights. Shut up. So they're always talking about the economy needs help. Economy is this. Well, small businesses are probably the ones requiring you to wear a mask. Little stores like that. Just put on a mask, help them out. You're gonna be in and out 5 minutes max. Wearing a mask for 5 minutes is not gonna hurt you. I don't wear a mask, when I go to Walmart or Target or something. But if they ask me to wear a mask, I'm gonna put on a mask because it's what I feel. Because I've been working through this whole thing, and so was he. I feel as those essential employees probably would feel like, damn, why aren't these people wearing masks? It makes me feel a bit safer at my job that I have to be at. Yeah. So I feel for those employees who have to be at work when they're probably not feeling too good about being at work. I want to make them at least feel a little bit better. I'm gonna put on my mask. I'm not gonna throw a fit about it because it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I feel like there's no like middle ground here. The people think that we should do 100% go back to how it was, or everybody's still freaking out because people are wearing masks while they're in their car by themselves, and I'm like, do you not? Or people who wear gloves and then they're all touching their face and they're eating. The whole point of gloves is you use it and then you take them off. That way you're not cross-contaminating, and then you just like it don't make no sense, man.
I was at Target yesterday, and I seen two women holding their children with gloves on, and I'm just like, no, because I'm pretty sure if you wear gloves, you're not sanitizing your gloves. You know what I mean? So whatever germs you're touching with the gloves, it has all those germs, and you're touching your children with it. With your hands, you sanitize your hands constantly. Well, I'm sure you do now. Hopefully you do now. But like, you be sanitizing your hands constantly. So yeah, you might have germs, but if you sanitize it, you don't got no germs. But you're touching your kids with the gloves you probably had on all day, touching the steering wheel, touching everything at the store, touching who knows what, and now you're holding your kids with it. Like, some of y'all got to be a lot smarter.
Yeah, it's
kind of funny. I won't even lie. I be laughing at people in the store.
And it's just crazy, everything that's going on. Like, most of the people, they're not showing any signs or symptoms or anything like that. And it's wild because there's not a whole lot we can do right now. And I feel like, one of the major side effects is all these people losing their jobs. And I don't think that's right. I have no problem with businesses opening back up and everybody just being a little more cautious. I don't want us to go back to just how it was, but I certainly don't think that this virus is what it was built up, because like 24/7 on the news and Fox and CNN and everything, like, they're just talking about it 100% of the time like it's the Black Plague and killing hundreds of thousands of people. 95% of the people, they're fine. They feel like crap sometimes, or they're not showing symptoms at all, and they're okay. And I think that that compared to 20% of the US population getting out of work, I think that's worse. That's personally just how I think, because it's okay that some places they stop having you pay rent, that they're letting you have 3 months rent, not rent free, but you don't have to worry about those for 3 months, or your car payment or whatever. But then after that time is up, after those 3 months, you have to pay not only your next month's rent, but the 3 months before that you were missing out. And I'm like, if you're not working at that time, then what good is that going to be when the 4th month comes, you know?
Yeah, that's insane. They should at least put that like on the back end of the mortgage, lease, car payment, or whatever.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
probably would be the smartest thing to do. But
I mean, you know, if you have like a 5-year note, what's 5 years and 3 months?
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like the idea of, you know, no car payment or whatever is good, but like I said, when you have to pay all that back at one time, it's pretty stupid. I don't understand how, you know, whoever thought that was a good idea thought it was a good idea, because it's stupid. Just put it on the back end. I don't think it's that hard.
And I mean, it's not like people don't want to work.
No,
there's a lot of people who they want like
Yeah.
something to do, and they're just bored at home, and they want to get back to paying these bills, and they have kids that they got to take care of and all that. So I think the right thing is to open it up, be a little more cautious, but you know.
yeah, I mean, like I said, his ideas are definitely good. It's just how well the stores can enforce, you know, the rules he set in place, and just everybody being compliant with the rules that the store put in place. Like again, like, you know, with the whole mask thing, if they're asking you to put on a mask, just put on a mask. I really don't see how it's a big deal. I mean, I think Kohl's needs you to wear a mask and the gloves.
For real?
Yeah, that's what I was told. I would do more research on that. Don't take my word for 100%, but that's what I heard, and that's kind of dumb to wear gloves. Just
Don't even
sanitize
get
your
me
hands.
started on gyms, man, because I got something to say about that, but I'm not going to.
Let it rip.
Nah.
Rip them.
Nah. I know, you know, they're doing what they can, and it's sad because I see a lot of like gyms or fitness facilities or whatever you want to call them going out of business because they can't open up, and they keep on losing members and stuff. You know, I saw a business that was open for 10 years and she had to close her doors because this whole thing, and it sucks for like stuff like that. It's just, I don't think that it's worth closing everything down and a whole bunch of people having extra problems on top of that, on top of worrying about getting sick. You know, it's real sad to see, and I understand people want to be cautious, people want to be healthy, but I mean, if we can take anything out of this, then I would just say, you know, just wash your hands, be a little more cleanly. But we can't keep doing this forever. I heard people saying we're gonna do this till 2021, or stuff's not gonna open till like November. That's wild, man.
Yeah, I doubt that.
I mean,
just
you know
by the
how
way,
many-
just the way things are going, I doubt that.
you know how many businesses and stuff are going to put out. My family has a small business, and you know, thankfully we're okay. We've been closed for a little while, but it's just it's got to stop at some point.
Yeah, we definitely have to find some kind of medium to where it's still, you know, somewhat controlled while we're opening up. You know, the people coming in, the gatherings of people. We have to find a medium. But I mean, as you can see, that for us to find that medium is going to take a little bit.
I mean, people get sick. It happens.
Yeah, for sure.
People
I
die
mean,
from the flu all the time and stuff, and we act like it's normal. I mean, it's not normal. It's sad, but you know, it's an everyday thing. People, you know, drunk drive and get killed or whatever it is. That's an everyday thing. But we're not having people stop driving.
I mean, definitely, I think you know, the media, social media, and stuff like that has played a big factor into the scare of it. Like it's a legit thing. But I mean, I'm pretty sure I said this on the other video. Like, I wish we could have something like the CDC, who really just came out, and they're the only ones who can say what needs to be said about this. We don't need opinions from Fox 4. We don't need opinions from NBC. We don't need opinions from CNN or whatever. Like, whatever the CDC says is what the CDC needs to report, and nobody can really have an opinion about it. I mean, I guess you can have an opinion about it, but what the CDC says should be what goes, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Because they're the ones, you know, who are probably know what's going on the most, other than somebody at Fox 4 or something like that.
Yeah, injecting, you know, Lysol bleach in your skin, in your veins, and you know.
Don't say nothing about that.
Come on,
I ain't gonna say
man.
nothing about that.
For real? Is that where we're at? Is that what we're about? Come on, man.
I mean, it's funny, but the people
It's
who
funny to watch, but
did you
it's
see
like,
people actually like called?
Yes. And fucking what is it? I think it was Lysol. They had to put out a statement saying, "Do not ingest, do not inject," and it's like, oh, that's where we're at right now. Come on, man.
Might as well just eat a Tide Pod, bro. Get you some Little Caesars and put a Tide Pod on
We're
it.
ahead of the game, man.
Hell no. Wild times we're living in.
Yeah, man. So that's, I don't know. You got anything else?
That's it for now. I mean, something might break tomorrow. We'll be right back here.
Hell yeah, we're gonna try to get these videos out and start doing this back. Obviously, we had to stay home, so we couldn't get in the studio and put these out.
And he got sick. I wasn't gonna come over here.
No.
I was like, hell no.
I was stuck in my room.
He got the Rona
for 5-6 days, and it wasn't fun, man.
No, but it's glad to be back though. We definitely missed y'all.
Yeah.
We've been bouncing off ideas about different videos to do once we can do videos. So, just kind of a quick update on what's happening in Texas.
Yeah. So y'all stay safe, stay healthy.
Wash your hands.
Wash them hands.
Be clean.
Yeah, and then check out our next video because we're gonna drop them soon.
Oh yeah, we drop in once a week for sure.
Also comment, let us know what you think. We can put this out on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube.
Share the video too,
any
please.
comments or DM us or whatever you think we should talk about, or if you have something to say. So.
Oh yeah, we want to interact with y'all. Interact with us. Like, let us know what's up. Yeah. Like, we're down for a conversation. I'll be bored half the time. Ain't got nothing to do. Ain't nothing to do. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk.
All right, man. So that's gonna be it. Y'all stay safe.
All right then.
Peace.